2014 Telstra Regional Award winner is Stone and Wood Brewing Company.
Thank you very much, Cameron Harrow. Very good. Pretty amazing feeling actually to be in a room like this and to win this. This has just blown us away. I guess there's a bit of mixture of surprise, embarrassment, humbled, and probably pretty excited. And so yeah, it's pretty amazing. I guess before I go on and thank people, I'll just very quickly give you a little lowdown on the Stone and Wood story. The three of us, Brad, Ross, and myself, started the Stone and Wood story about 6 years ago. We left our corporate gigs to go and decide to brew beer up in Byron Bay. There's probably a lot of blokes in the room going, "How good's that?" And there were a lot of people at the time though going, "You must be mad. What the hell would you do that for?" But we saw the opportunity. We saw the world of brewing transforming, and I guess the motto we sort of stick by is, "As the big get bigger, the small get stronger." And we saw the opportunity based on that. So some 6 years down the track, we've transformed the business into a few guys' dreams into a fairly successful regional brewing business. And when you think back over the last 6 years of how did we do that, obviously a great team, a fantastic team of people we now have with us who actually bring Stone and Wood to life every day and make it what it is. A lot of hard work, a lot of emotional energy, and obviously a bit of luck along the way, which is always important. But the most important thing, I guess, was a lot of regional support. And obviously winning the regional award tonight, we have to recognise that we're a regional brewery. We set out to become part of the local community. That's what our belief was when we set up Stone and Wood. And the local community up there have embraced us and really encouraged us to continue our journey. And without them, we wouldn't be here. And I guess for the last 3 years or so, the business, we haven't been able to keep up with demand. Obviously the market we operate in is in big growth, but for us to be able to try and keep up with that demand, we've had to expand the brewery 8 times in the last 3 years. Every time we increased capacity, sales jumped up and we maxed out again. So about 18 months ago, we had to make a decision. We'd run out of room in our current facility, and we had to either do two things. We either had to outsource our production, which meant making beer somewhere else in the country and getting someone else to brew it or contract brew it for us, or take the big leap of faith and actually invest in building our own facility. And for us, when we look back and went, well, we wouldn't have be able to make this decision if it wasn't for the regional support that we've had, and the people that actually got us here were those people that supported us along the way in our regional market. So we decided we should do the right thing and not walk away from them, but invest in the regional market and invest a lot of money in building our second brewery, which last month came online, and now we're up and running. So I think that was for us a critical moment in our journey, but also an opportunity for us to give back to the community that's really supported us. I guess in terms of thanks, certainly our team, as I mentioned earlier, there's 30 odd people in the team now, and it's those people that bring the business to life, and it makes us very proud to see those people in our team grow as fast as the business is growing. It's fantastic. Obviously, our customers that take the money out of their till to pay for our beer, and obviously the drinkers who put the money in those tills for drinking our beer. They're the people that really help us along the way. I guess a lot of friends and families, to have this many people in the business. When you're in the brewing business, the amount of barbecues we've stood at over the last 6 years having conversations, it's one of those industries, I guess, where everybody wants to know about it and listen to it. So we've spent 6 years at barbecues talking about nothing but beer. I guess the important thing is our families, and particularly for the three of us. There's 3 women behind us, Anne, Christina and Megan, our wives, who some 6 years ago didn't take a breath when we said we wanted to leave our corporate gigs and go and do this. They've been backing us the whole way, and unfortunately they're not here tonight, but it would have been fantastic for them to share in that. But yeah, they're still there with us, pushing us out the door every day. Fantastic. It's fantastic to actually have them really behind us and supporting us. I guess lastly but not least is Telstra. This is an amazing thing, these awards. It's something that we looked at a couple of years ago, and we were nominated last year, and we actually went halfway through the process and went, "Ooh, don't think we're ready for this yet." But for everybody in this room, you think about the thousands of businesses out there that got either halfway through that entry process, or the ones that actually did get to the end and press submit. It's a big challenge in itself. But to get through the state finals and then to get here, there's obviously some fantastic quality of business in the room. And Telstra has given us the opportunity to hold the mirror up to ourselves and look and see how we are performing, how we've benchmarked against our peers and others in the industry, and that's been a fantastic thing. And I guess Telstra, for actually giving us the opportunity to do that, is great. And I guess also their contribution to making business in Australia improve its quality along the way. So thank you, Telstra.